Now I'm gonna talk about my gear for the sim that I use in my video, and actually just to reenact some of the real pilot too, the fighter pilots, especially the Navy pilots. So here we have several pieces. I'm gonna talk about the HGU-55 helmet, and then MBU-20 modified, and then also the Samsung Oddysey that I'm using right now. Okay, the HGU-55 itself is actually a replica, so it's not a real one. I think, and actually surprisingly, it's made not in Western world, so it's actually in my country, Indonesia. So I'm quite surprised. Okay, so but I think he produced and sent some of the replica helmets like Top Gun helmets and other helmets like HGU. I forgot which HGU, but I think HGU-33. I think to overseas, and I think some of the sellers sold it in eBay. Okay, so this one I bought it directly from the manufacturing. It's actually a home industry. It's quite nice. It's different from the motorcycle helmet or the racing car helmet. Basically, it's very elongated. So this piece is longer, and with different features. Of course, this cover, lettered cover for the visors, and this bumper for the visor itself, the stopper, and this clip for the MBU-20 mouse connections. And there's a hole over here to connect the microphone from the mouse, and some of the cables actually to the audio for the speaker inside the helmet. So there's no speaker provided, so I made myself. So I'm using an old unused headphone, and then dismantle it and putting inside. So it's actually not very good, so I'm gonna replace it later on with the better one. So yeah, so the cable inside the helmet, it's actually, the padding can be detached. So inside this you see there's a cables inside, so the padding can be replaced, and you could put some speaker inside it. So it's very nice. So it's but you won't use it to hear the DCS engine sound or environment sound, so it's gonna damage your eardrums basically. So it's a high pressures when you're putting a speaker inside a helmet, so it's very dangerous actually if you use it continuously. So what I did is actually I route in DCS the output of the communication channel into this helmet, but for the environment of DCS I routed into my amplifier or sound systems to output the sounds into the room. So it's okay, so you can turn it on the volume or the engine sound, but you still comfortably hear it inside the helmets. Okay, but you only hear the communications like the radio, some of the warning probably inside the helmet. That's it. And for this helmet, it's come with the visors. So here I purchased additional lettered cover. They produce it also nicely with the Velcro, so I can not without a Velcro actually. So I attached my own Velcro, and then attach this is a Diamondbacks Squadron VFA 102, my favorite. And you can attach this visors with a button, clip-on button. So here you go. So basically you can lower it down like this, so just like the real pilot do. Okay, if you want to retract it, basically just pull it up and then put until the bumper stopper upstairs. Okay, so it's very nice. So this is not a shatterproof visor, of course. It's very cheap one, but it's very nice and a bit tinted, dark tinted. So yeah, I guess you can buy the original one, and I think it's going to fit in nicely. And yeah, this is functional. So the best thing out of this is actually this clip. Okay, this metal clip where you can attach the original MBU-20 mouse or MBU-12 or something with this I don't know what they call it, this one, the clips, but this one is functional. It used to be military. I think I bought it from Thailand, ex-military. I guess they sold it, and I just purchased it on eBay. And yeah, so it's actually, I have modified the cabling inside here, the microphone. I detached the dynamic microphone inside with condensers, and I just put my additional microphone to enhance the sound. But this one is functional. I can breathe within it, from it, and there's connectors, another CRU60 connectors attached to my vest, my life vest, which distribute the main oxygen supply and the backup oxygen. And there's a valve in it to exhale the CO2 and inhale from here. So there's a valve, a rubber valve, and that's it. So I think the cable and everything is custom, but the rest is original. So the good thing is that this helmet, although it's custom made and replica, it can attach with this clip nicely. So you can see it attached nicely. So yeah, so it's really cool, and you can just detach like the real pilot do. So it's really nice. There's a Top Gun version of this HGU-33 and other Navy, I don't know, the F-16 one, the gray one. So I choose the white colors, glossy, like the Navy one did, because I think it's very obvious if you eject and then land it in the sea on. This reflective, supposed to be a reflective white, but yes, yeah. The other things here in the helmet is actually custom stickers. So this is a cutting sticker, not the paint, or yeah, so it's cutting sticker. So I cut out from using a cutting sticker machine from a quarter draw. So I draw from the reference and cutting it layer by layer. So the red is different, gray and black, and layer it, and then paint it clear after I attach it, and then stick it here. So this is also my call sign, and yeah, that's it. So this one is the helmet. So you can do reenaction event, or for cosplay event. So it's very nice. So it's really look like a real Navy pilot helmet. And I can detach this visors and then replace it with my VR headset. Okay, so that is the one that I use in the video on like reenacting the scene or pilots really using the FA-18. So let's talk about it. So okay, so I'm done with this. I can use the microphone and speaker here from the mast, but the real treat actually is from this headset. Previously in the old video I'm using Pimax 5K, because Pimax 5K is using a strap rather than a hard kind of head attachment. So I can replace it, and then replace it with a jump bungee cord like or rubber like this into the helmets. Okay, the problem with the Pimax 5K is that it's used lighthouse. Sometimes the setting is a bit, it's a version 1 of the lighthouse, so sometimes the setting is kind of quirky. So yeah, sometimes it's off, sometimes it's quite difficult just to set up it. And also it's very big, right? So Pimax 5K is huge, and while in reality you don't use wide angle VR, because it's just a lot of demanding, a lot of pixel at that time. So I love the Samsung Oddysey because it's clear, sharp. I just need I don't need a wide kind of angle during flight. So yeah, I really enjoy the Samsung Oddysey. The problem with Samsung Oddysey is that the head strap is very huge, like a plastic strap huge, so I cannot put in a helmet. So what I did, because I already bought HP Reverb G2, so now I can dare to modify the Samsung, because I have another one. If this one have problem, I still can play with or use the HP Reverb G2, right? So this one I modded by detaching the whole thing. Okay, so I detaching the whole headset piece. There's a video where it shows how to open from here. So you detach it, there's a screw inside this rubber things, and then detach the rubber, and then there is a screw inside it attaching this front end to the main body. So actually I'm not using the screw anymore, so I can just pry it open, and then the front will detach. So the front end is actually not connected to anything, so everything like camera, everything is attached inside. So in there I can see there's some hollow area like here, so I can just drill it out and then put a screw, bolt and nuts, and then another one here, bolt and nuts, and attaching with the plastic triangle piece from my bag, you know, the shoulder bag, a small one, and attach the velcro rubber. So it's actually it's very rubbery, so yeah, so it's very flexible. So, and also glue up with the glue gun this the small action video from yeah, so this is a Xiaomi cheap one, so I just attach it, and then I attach my Sony PS2 camera in here. I'm not using other camera. This is not a wide angle, so I might change someday, but it's very nice because it's very small resolution, so I don't need to put a lot of you know, and it's very simple to attach. So and then it's quite big, so I'm probably trying to find another action camera with a wider angle. So yeah, so this one is, it will be attached to here, so can attach to this clip. And the problem is this rubber here, the side rubber is very thick compared to other VR gear, so it's like stuck into this side padding of the helmet, so I need to squeeze it a bit. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's just off, so it's, yeah, it's not really that good, but yeah, that's the only way to do it. So kind of here, and then you attach. So yeah, so this is the flexible ribbon or belt, something. Yeah, it's used also in this bike. I just asked the manufacturer to give me spare one, this one, so it's very flexible, the band, flexible band. So I just asked for the extra one, so he gave me the extra one, and I attach it to this helmet here. So now I can use this Samsung Oddysey as the HMD. Like this one is look like the real HMD in the real aircraft, fighter aircraft pilot, right? So I add another one here by drilling a hole and then a metal rod just to connect here, so it won't tilt down. At least it stay there, and run down the cable with some Velcro into my pole behind the DIY cockpit. So yeah, so this is the my setup for the helmet mounted VR headset, but I rarely use it because it's quite hot. So you know, if your room is not fully air conditioning, it will be quite hot. So yeah, so I rarely use, but this fun. It's really fun. So you can feel how the pilots feel, and you know, it's kind of a bit restrictive, but it's real, right? Yeah, so it's fun. So yeah, so this one is the my helmet gear. Previously it's been damaged here, the rubber, because previously I adding up the fan on top of this Samsung Odyssey like this, so the fan will give me an air, so my eyes won't be really, you know, feeling so wet and you know, fogging up the lens. but so far, as long as your room are well air conditioner, and then there's some, probably can blow some fan into your head or body, it's supposed to be okay. So I just dismantled this custom van 3D printed from this front side of this Samsung Odyssey, and actually it's actually speed variable using PWM. Okay, so that's it. This is my gear setup using the HGU-55 Replica Helmet with custom mount Samsung Odyssey into the helmets, and of course custom MBU-20, and yeah, so that's it. So you can have a lot of fun using this setup. See you next time.